Good afternoon, guys. It's me, Angie from Learn Love Tarot, here to bring you messages of direction towards our best and highest good using the energies of the daily moon cycle and the exciting planetary aspects surrounding us right now. This message is timeless, so whenever you find it is when you are meant to find it. Trust that energy is cyclical. It always comes back around to reveal itself. So if you happen to be a life path 3, this message could resonate more deeply for you. You can also check the list for all life path 3 messages. We do have here, like I said, big aspects happening in the sky. And the song of the day is by Queen, Qveen Herby, Herby, and it's called New Bitch. So have a look at that. Also got I Get So Emotional by Whitney Houston. That's there as well. So thank you in advance for sharing your beautiful energy with me by subscribing to the channel and sharing the information with other like-minded folks. And if you would like to find out more information about me and how to book a personal reading, that's on the homepage. You'll be able to see these notes later, posted in the description box link for you under my community posts. So without further ado, let's go ahead here and dig into the reading before the reading here. So these are, again, are always posted for you so that if you don't have time to listen to a reading, you can get a general idea about what's going on in the energy simply by colors. Blue is water, green is earth energy, purple is air, and red and orange are fire. Pinks tend to be neutral or dual energies. So I wrote down the shift. Okay. Opportunity is a knockin'. This is, like I said, a life path 3-day. That has to do with our third chakra, which is our solar plexus chakra. It's basically our own sun energy sitting inside of our diaphragm. And that is about heading towards our best and highest good by simply feeling what brings us joy. Now, with today's date adding up to the number 30, this could have something to do for you regarding a 30th date, 30th anniversary. You could be 30 years old, or the 30th of any month in particular. 30 years ago was 1995, so let me know if that year in particular resonates for any reason. It was a 6th year of the lover's energy or of freedom, and it's also about strengthening bonds. So if you're in a personal 6th year, it's about creating harmony, balancing our personal needs with commitments to others. With today's 12 energy, that is the energy of the Hanged Man, putting ourselves in the tree of life to see something from a 180 or a whole new different perspective. It is also regarding spiritual enlightenment. So today's energy being that of the Hanged Man, the sister energy being 1 + 2 is 3 of the Empress, all 4 queens rolled up into one. Now, what's interesting to me today is that we have Virgo and Cancer energies with the Sun and Jupiter sextiling not once here with Virgo and Cancer, but twice, because we also have Mercury and Virgo sextiling Cancer later on this evening. Now, because that's going to show the sun and that same symbol as it was at 3:30 in the morning, maybe you'll see the number 3:30, maybe the number 33 here for you, which is also a 6. Let me know if that number is coming up for you. But sextiles are all about opportunity. It opens doors. They opportunize each other. So this is a lot of collective energy today, communal energy, working with kindred spirits toward a common goal opportunizes lighthearted happiness and ritualized emotional expression. My notes yesterday showed the caravan energy of Virgo at that sacred symbol, and then also a gondoliers and a serenade. Romance is supported in this energy. And lastly, we also have Earth and water sextiling additionally at 4:13 this morning, or 44. Just for 25 minutes, that moon is going to be void of course here, sorry, later this afternoon, 44. You may see that today as well. And that opportunity is with Taurus and Pisces. So the moon void of course in Taurus at 4:13 p.m. will sextile Daddy Saddy, this internal lesson that is about becoming our own ideal. And then the last symbol of Taurus is about personal displays of excellence. So, my notes yesterday, my write up talked about all the birds, and then we have boats, the caravan. So, all this movement energy that is showing up. We had more birds today with the peacock. And then as I was writing about this peacock here at 10:39:39 on my watch, so 10:12:12, maybe 1:33 is a special number for you, or this is where the Wheel of Fortune can turn in our favor with both of those hanged man energies. That might be two people doing that. That just might be several situations that are turning in your favor. If cardinals resonate for you, that cardinal is chirping like crazy at that time. Lastly, here, the moon will only be void, of course, for about 35 minutes or so. And then we go directly with the moon moving into Gemini at 5:38. What's neat about this one is it's like the surprise emotions, right? Because Uranus will be at that very early degree. It's in Gemini now at the Sabian symbol of 2, Santa Claus filling the proverbial stocking. And then Uranus, of course, is all about shock and surprise. So let me know what's happening for you today. And in addition, here with the sextile between Mercury of communication, okay, again, the automobile caravan listed up here, and then opportunizes that gondolier's serenade here. And it's about group soul, again, this group energy. Couple different palindromes I wrote down, 2112, without realizing that today the sun was at the 21st Sabian symbol, which is going to be a girls basketball team. So I don't know if you're playing a little hoops today or know somebody that is, but this is about acting as a team, right? Putting the community goal above the personal ambition of there's no I in team. That was my add on there. And we are moving from the sun for the next 5 days. We move from cultivation into a responsibility sun. Okay. I found a second, so 2112. The 12th today is the 12th of the Hanged Man, 21st Sabian symbol. That is called a palindrome. There was another one as well for Mars, or the divine masculine energy, 23 degrees 32 in Libra. So that can be a 5-5. Also, number 33 here again. 55, the divine masculine, could have double change from their end of things as well. And that's about discovery of our own uniqueness. And then Venus is sitting at a symbol of Leo 22. 22s have been coming up quite a bit, especially with that full moon in Pisces was at 15 degrees, 22 minutes. And I've been talking about the 22nd for a little while as well of this month. Now, we've got lots of flight, pigeons, butterflies, peacocks. We have the gondolier, we have the caravan. So movement, right? And it is the path of surrender today. So without further ado, the other big thing I was noticing is that Venus, the planet of love and abundance, right, is conjunct the same exact degree here with the carrier pigeon of fortune and fate, the turning tide for or against us. It's a cornucopia energy. So that is clinking glasses and aligning up with Venus today to throw some extra fortune on things and a little bit more fated energy. So I do want to do I want to do a love and money reading. So let's see where we go here. Let's see where we go. Love and money here, the shift. Yep, new beginnings right here at the bottom of the deck. 41 with that 5 energy of the palindrome for the divine masculine. So that's where that feels like that's coming from. And here is some more butterflies here, heart, home, and compassion. So let's see where we go here with our card reading. So my notes are always the reading before the reading. So let's see if we find alignment with that today with our cards here. Well, that was awfully fast. All right. That shift, the opportunity, the sword of truth, 37 would be a 10, Wheel of Fortune energy, confidence in your own magic here. Okay, and that is crossed by a 58 card, which is a 13. And again, 13 driving down to 4. That's going to be Saturday. That's going to be tomorrow. Vanishing mirror or elimination of ego. So the lover's energy of that 1995 year, that 6th year, is all about seeing ourselves through the eyes of others. What we like and don't like about them is really a subconscious reflection of our own thoughts of self. So first breath, beginner's mind. There's our 21 from the 2112 palindrome. Lost in space and needing some direction here. Okay, because of this beginner's mindset or this beginner's breath, this feels like a truth here that is an aha moment. Let's put this guy over here. I definitely want to find out, because we had that new beginning with that moon card at the bottom of the deck before we started. Again, this is feels like very fresh energy. And again, the song was Une Itchbe, if you remember Pig Latin. All right, let's see where else we go here with our reading, guys. I'm going to be using the deck I used last time because I felt like that gave us some really good insights. And this is called Gift from Miss Dawn, the Tarot of the Divine, and every single card is a fairy tale. So it's have to that refers back to a fairy tale all around the world. So let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. The surface energy, Page of Pentacles and Nine of Wands. So receiving some kind of communication, gift, message. And it looks like she has on little Dutch girl shoes, those wooden shoes there. And we did have the gondolier showing up, which is going to be, of course, more Venice. But what's interesting about this here to me is that Apollo, the asteroid Apollo, in the first theme of Leo, which is about self-confidence, the symbol is a man formally dressed and a deer with his horns folded. And that's about finding a way to make our own small achievements relevant, perhaps as part of a team, or we're getting some kind of message regarding a cycle that is completed, or we're getting, there's that rooster, the chanticleer that I wrote about yesterday, crowing as if to the world. That's where Venus was yesterday. So very interesting there. We've got, speaking of Leo energy, with Apollo there at the 4th Sabian symbol represented here, your own achievement. I like the sun in the background here on both of these. We've got some Phoenix energy, and there is the energy of the peacock regarding the void of course moon this afternoon in Taurus, another fixed sign, along with Leo. And then we have, looks like a masculine energy, or our own yang within, is either pouring into their own heart's cup, creating lead into gold, taking those lessons in order to move forward. I see it, I want it, it's mine. Again, surface energy of just the environment. I like to go about 6 deep. Someone's been working pretty hard, and it doesn't look like it's been any kind of fun work. Yeah. Could be about releasing and letting go. Four of Pentacles can be a little bit of a hoarding energy, or really clinging. And there's another bird, a vulture. He is coveting her energy, even though he knows she does not want to be his wife. He's holding her back. So this could be a person that's like, I see it, I want it, it's mine. I'm healing my heart because it's just been too much work. I've been kind of stifled here. My energy, yeah, lack mentality. I've been held back. And then I'm noticing the feet here, Pisces. Their feet are both red, but in different environments. One is sunny, one is winter, but it's still like suffering through the feet. That has to do with Pisces. All right, let's see what's going on here, guys. Let's see where this confidence in our magic, especially with the shift of opportunity. What is this shift? What is this opportunity coming here for my collective? Just get what's going on with you guys. And then I'm going to pull some aces to ask if this is a person for you, their thoughts, feelings, actions, and what's going on in the 3D. Okay, what's going on here? 9 of Swords plus 1 sword. We've been seeing that 10 of Swords quite a bit. So with the 10 of Swords turning into an ace, this is about releasing and letting go of patternized thinking and learning how to do that here. So these are the teachers, there is the pupil, and again, with that peacock, the peacock feathers here are coming through as well. This is the student, the North Node of Destiny in Pisces, which is why I mentioned the feet, is about a master instructing his pupil. So I feel like whatever has taken a long time to learn is finally being released and let go and not held on to. It's taken quite a while here, Virgo energy, with that Knight of Coins or Knight of Pentacles. Crossing energy here, the Emperor. Yep. Masculine energies making that double 5 of change. Mars with the 2332 palindrome. It was a butterfly with a very unique wing on its bottom left wing. Discovery of our own uniqueness. So 1111 energy there with the 4 of Wands. That is where Chiron the healer is sitting right now in Aries in the last decan. This is a masculine energy coming to a crossroads, making a decision, and could be quite shocking to you if you're the bearer of, or the receiver rather, of this information. Something has been cut, severed, tied, and ended regarding someone in their life that they love or loves them. This is the happy family card. Yeah, there's the energy of today. This is their 180, guys. All 4 aces of potential. Wow. All right, so I'm going to keep these out here, center, left, right. Let's go ahead and center, left, right here. Wow. Okay. Tower in a committed partnership of some kind for some emperor, leaving a difficult decision about this lesson that has been learned. And then we see again the 180. And the all 4 aces of potential. There's the Aries energy again that I just mentioned, Chiron and Aries. And that is about a lost opportunity is regained, having faith that we can affirm attainable ideals to avoid disappointment. So confidence returning to make these Two of Wands decisions. This could be a decision for you between head and passion, talking yourself out. You've got two minds about this here, whoever this reading is for, and a little bit more coveting energy here at the bottom of the deck in the environment. And look at that bird. Instead of honoring this beautiful live bird and all the messages they bring, this person here, and again, a peacock, is coveting these gold items, something that is not even real. So something like material versus, I would say that's masculine and feminine, right? Maybe shifting their priorities, not being happy with what's there in front of them. So they have this ideal here. And there's our eagle of the last reading. I used this deck. That's who you guys came in as. Weathering the storm, rising to integrity to see the rough seas of a situation through a higher lens, a higher perspective. Okay, let's get some more, let's get some juicy details here. Let's get our aces out and find out what's happening here. Block your ears. I do want to pull some charms for each sign here as signs and symbols that you can look for. So if you see any of these things, maybe come back to this reading at a later date. Just jot down what they are. What do earth signs need to look for? Okay, we've got this pentacle, an actual pentagrammy pentacle here. Okay, we've got Longhorns. Sorry about your luck, boys, with that game. Sorry, not sorry. High Estate. That was a fun game to watch. All right, and here is a mermaid, which in this deck is the Fool card. All about, again, new starts, new beginnings, first breath, beginner's mindset, right? Letting ego and fear step out of the equation. All right. Definitely feels there's a shift in the divine masculine energy, which I wrote about yesterday. What about for water signs in particular? What do they need to look out for? We've got a cross here, and then we've got a unicorn. Okay, that ain't bad. So, oh, my ear squeezing. So something maybe that you thought was only a dream. We do again have that North Node in Pisces, this knowledge coming to us when the student is ready. The teacher always appears. All right, what about fire signs here? We've got the infinity loop, just like on the strength card energy. Speaking of divine masculine, divine feminine, each side of that loop. We've got a starfish of regeneration. And then we also have a dragon, which North and South nodes in Vedic astrology is all about Ketu and Rahu, the head examining what the body and tail has been up to. What about for air signs, symbols to look for that relate to this reading today? Okay, another dragon. Very cool. Could be connecting fire signs and air signs. They do oppose each other on the zodiacal wheel, or balance each other out, the teeter-totter of energy, especially with Venus sextiling Mars and opportunizing Mars all through about next Friday. That is it's an energetic love story. And this to me is representative of water. That'll be the symbol I use in my emojis on titles sometimes. And we've got that fiery Saggy bow here. I've been talking about Sagittarius season for quite a while, something culminating there or coming to fruition. So we got fire, water here in the air portion. This would be more water element with that starfish. both fires here of the dragon. Again, unicorn, cross, longhorn. That could also have to do with that energy of, look at that here. So earth signs, feels like this is for this purpose here. There's some kind of truth that has to do with this pentacle being received here regarding information about a new start, a new beginning. Okay. Alrighty. Without further ado, let's go ahead here and get into our swords, our actions, cups, and then also here the 3D nature of this connection. All righty, let's see where we go here, guys. Let's look at just the divine masculine and divine feminine energies, see what you're coming in here as. I like to use this deck because there are 20 court cards, as there are feminine kings as well as masculine kings. Okay, give me the divine feminine energy or yin energy, please. The divine feminine or yin energy here. Top. Okay, Queen of Cups. I'm going to put this down the middle so I can get our bridging energy. Okay. All right. And what about for the divine masculine energy? We are in a disseminating moon. Let's see what's around you here, divine feminine. Queen of Pentacles, pre-Empress energy. There's the rabbits of luck. Tulips may resonate for you as well as magnolias. Queen of Cups crossed by Queen of Pentacles. She is holding a seahorse, which for me is role reversal. And this is adaptation. Her hair is octopus tentacles. Okay. And she's sitting on that shell, that clamshell, the pearl of wisdom. Right under your butt, divine feminine energy. All right, what about the masculine energy? Give me divine masculine here, please, and thank you. Top here, King of Wands. We saw that in the pre-shuffle. I see it. I want it. It's mine. This is the feminine king here. So again, the divine masculine energy sextiling. So Mars sextiling Venus is helping the divine masculine energy balance out. And this could have taken its damn sweet time here for this change or this 180 to start happening. Looks like they're in a position of willingness to learn. Maybe this ending here kind of crushed somebody's ego a little bit here, but it doesn't feel like they mad at it. Doesn't feel like they're mad at it. I'm going to have to remember to try to look up the palindrome for 2332 and also 2112. Crossed by a page of wands, throwing caution to the wind. There's our communication. And yet another bird, a toucan here. And there's a beautiful, kind of looks like a cockatiel there in the background. And Page of Wands, again, throwing caution to the wind, but that's new excitement, right? This whole beginner's mindset energy. Okay, the world is the oyster here. All right, let's go ahead and get into another deck. Let's go into Whoa Feelings, the Whoa Feelings deck, my water deck here. All right, this is taking only what's needed here, environmental energy before the shuffle regarding a commitment. Here it is again, that Four of Wands, the 1111. So something's being severed and cut, and what this is asking is for, this is a masculine energy. Seven of Swords would be Aquarius energy. So Pluto transformation is there right now. A take what is needed, just the lessons that are needed. Perhaps this just happened at the full moon, that maybe this person felt trapped or you did, but whatever is supposed to be revealed here underneath the surface definitely will be. I mean, we got Tower here. We don't have a devil out in the environmental energy, but it feels like this is what was going on, whoever this reading is for, going on in their environment. And the Three of Pentacles and some kind of collaboration. Healing is here to be had, but this is also, again, illusion energy. We had that moon new beginnings at the bottom of the deck before the shuffle. So let's see where we go here. I got across there's 77 energy, 7 of Cups, confusion and past. And then severing and tying, only taking what's needed. There's our new beginning. Okay, I'll keep that out because that just keeps coming up and it can't make it up. Wow. So all 4 aces of potential, Magician, Mercury here is strong. That would be Gemini and Virgo here with this Aries energy. The Tower, suddenly, unexpectedly, there's some kind of structure. Guys, we're getting the repeated messages here. Tower, 10 of Cups, Tower, 10 of Cups. Something that was existing. Could be another person getting a divorce and now they can be a team, right? Instead of 5 of Wands being the I in team, the ball hogger. And this is in this deck, it's acting as a team. They're putting the community goals above their personal ambitions for this ultimate happiness and their wish, their dream. Okay. Something in it for somebody in some kind of, whether it's friendship, work, it doesn't matter because it's somebody in, who are the people in your neighborhood. It's somebody that you know and love and that know and loves you. Or if this is for that other person, that's what's going on there. Okay, let's see here. I want to know what is the intellectual nature here? Ace of Swords, the intellectual nature of this connection between divine masculine and divine feminine. What is the intellectual nature? 7 of Wands, standing their ground, standing up for love. Invisible bars of society be damned. Okay, and look at that. There's this little tattoo here. You can see this kind of 5 of Wands energy of infighting, jealousy, strife, competition, but then coming back to a place of loyalty. We saw all those sunflowers that I mentioned in the last reading. Okay, so the intellectual nature of this connection is about, it's taken a long time for someone to break out of some kind of restriction here. Okay, standing their ground, holding, pushing back on others who would try to knock them down. And 8 of Pentacles, there's a big butterfly again, which again is that divine masculine energy about discovering their own uniqueness. Okay. What is the actionable nature? Wands, the actionable nature or passionate nature? Well, that was a lot. Okay. Let's see what we got here. That was something. Okay. 5 of Pentacles here. Some kind of a lack mindset, feeling left out in the cold again. Somebody's got a 2 of Wands, a decision to make. There's the 6 of Swords, feeling anchored to this dream. We saw the star energy. 4 of Pentacles, again, coveting, holding back. There's a lock on the gate here. And in reverse, 6 of Pentacles, something that was not reciprocal. Okay. So let's keep going though. I just want one card here, Spirit. Yeah. Um, Again, coveting, taking something that's not yours. 7 of Swords. And even though she's a snake stealing eggs, she has attempted to cover herself up. So I don't know if this person has felt betrayed. Three of Swords, absolutely. Someone in their environment did not turn out to be who they said they were, causing this tower in this one-to-one relationship, whatever label was put on it. And this is movement forward with Five of Cups, but just one look back. And I always think about Oasis here. She's got her hands on the Two of Cups in the future. And this is about kind of taking one look back. Don't look back in anger. 10 of Cups a third time. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck. Okay. What is the actionable or passionate nature of this current connection? Yin yang energies right now. Passion and or action, please. One card. Card 3, 2, 1. 1. All right. See here. 10 of Pentacles, Tree of Life. So the passionate nature, actionable nature, this is someone, or this is a situation, literally 10 of Pentacles or the Pinnacle of Pentacles. It encompasses the 10 of Cups. There's tradition here, like with those antlers or ancestors. This is lessons of the past. So the actions that would like to be taken, or the passionate nature of this goes back all the way. So this is, clear back what in the 1800s, looks like the Gilded Age type of buildings there. That could be ancestral patterns. We don't have everything is in the, well, nope, today actually, Sun moved into the 10 of Pentacles, third decan. Okay, so this can be up until the end of Virgo season now, guys, all the way through that last degree of Virgo. I believe that's on the 22nd, like I mentioned. Okay, well, that's pretty cool. All right, so we've got actions being taken here by the end of Virgo season, crossed by a decision being made. Yes, of action. All right, what is the emotional nature of this divine connection, please? Yin and Yang. What is the emotional nature? So the actions are like, this is something that has been a long held dream. Okay, could be even a past life connection with that 10 of Pentacles, spanning back even towards that 1800s reference. And I don't know what kind of flowers those are. Let me know in the comments if you do. What is the emotional nature of this divine feminine and divine masculine energy, especially in new starts here? All four aces of potential right here. After a shocking new start. What is the emotional nature about? What is the emotional nature here? Okay, we've got two. Yeah, I just said it. Somebody from the past coming into the present to affect the future. And I just did a reading for someone that I noted green balloons in the card. I forget what card that was. It was in this deck here. Maybe we'll see it again. And yeah, Five of Swords. This could have been someone, the emotional nature. So it's like the feminine energy tore the heart out here. So if this was someone else in a previous connection that has suffered a tower, okay, an ending for the emperor or transforming the emperor, and they are at a point of making at a crossroads decision about this 10 of Cups. This you'll know this reading is for you, or if you definitely know that emperor energy or masculine energy, they were played game. This is game playing. This is all's fun until What's that saying? All's fair in love and war, or it's all fun and games until someone gets hurt. Uh, yeah, I think they were hurt here, but it feels like it was a lesson that was destined for them, especially with the Ten of Pentacles showing up there. Crossed by Nine of Swords. Yeah, it's been a nightmare for whoever this is in the Ten of Cups. Okay, getting right at it. What is the 3D nature? What's going on now, moving forward here at this new beginning? Okay, they're taking one last look back at the foundation. This was built brick by brick, but it never got past. And there's green parrots there, and they never got past. Or is that parakeets? Let me know, guys. They never got past Three of Pentacles, Four of Swords, and then all of a sudden we needed healing here. Crescent moon energy. That would be as the moon is waning down there as she's laying on it. So that's just right before this new moon energy on the 22nd. Wow. Three of Swords again. Yeah, this was not a fun time, guys. So right now they are taking one last look back. I think that's important for us to know there. Let's see if we can get some lessons here. What are these lessons for? What is this all about? Why these Seven of Swords? Why do they have to stand their ground on their truth here? What is the lesson, the major arcana lesson about standing your ground regarding some truth? Okay. Yeah. Standing your ground against past creations. What a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive. So if this person again was deceived, they had games played with them, then that's what they're breaking out of. And that's interesting because there's the new beginning. That is crescent moon waxing rather than it being on the left-hand side where it was waning. There's the ship there. Ships for me are soulmate energy. And that was a lesson then, a divine lesson that they were meant to go through. She has a nautilus necklace on here. And yeah, it's like they knew, okay, if this is could be for you, Nine of Swords a lot, guys. Um, you knew, you had a feeling, your intuition was telling you that there was some practice to deceive here. And we've got those mushrooms again. That was in the environmental energy of the divine masculine. Wow. Coming in as the feminine king of wands. Crossed by Chariot. Yeah, they're leaving that old castle behind. And again, Knight of Pentacles, Virgo energy, slow as molasses, but working their way there. Okay, what is the major lesson here regarding this 10 of Pentacles? Passionate nature or actions that they're taking. They're having one last look back here at the actions here of everything they've learned and achieved. What is the lesson to be learned here? Major arcana of the Ace of Wands, passionate or actual nature of this connection. Wow. Okay. Actions, today's energy, seeing something from a completely different perspective, and all those birds there in that card. Say this is about spiritual enlightenment, opening up, unzipping. Yeah, slowly but surely. Chariot energy. All right. That is the sister card to the Tower. What is the major lesson here regarding this game playing in the past that they or you have experienced? The emotional nature of the connection perhaps was to show you or them how to decipher when someone's playing games There's a little kid named Jack. I haven't looked at it in a long time, but it's like the mom records them on the way home from school at their drive, and it's just hysterical. Okay, transformation completely. So the emotional nature here again for transformation, we've got peace lilies here, white lilies, exposed at the heart center. That looks like a lily here in her hair, but this is a different type of flower, some tropical flower. Then we've got a blue butterfly of transformation again, which we saw here for the emperor. So the emperor is the one changing here in this current energy. Yep, because there's an empress in the environment. Wow. Okay, gotta let them do their transformation, or you are transforming your masculine or yang energy. If this message is for you, take it how it resonates for you in the 3D. Yep, Empress energy has already learned her lessons. We have this crescent moon past the halfway point, so past first quarter, as we are moving towards that waning new moon. Lesson learned, another bird, so an owl. Okay, this lesson learned turns the cog that then turns this and it pings upward. It was only a matter of time here. She's holding that watch. This is my Fiona Apple card here. Pale September. It is September. I wore the time like a dress that year. Wow. And there's your new start again, guys. So, wow. I love that. So, Divine Feminine, because you've learned your lesson, you have activated divine timing and activated this new beginning here. Okay. Now I'm going to get a little bit more nosy. Let's finish up here. I want to know the how this divine masculine feels about you, and if this is a situation that happened to you, it will help confirm for you if this is your reading about how you feel for that person. Okay, how does the divine masculine feel, or excuse me, what does the divine masculine think about the divine feminine? What are their thoughts? What does he think is going on with her? What does he think about her? 3, 2, 1. 1. Center, left, right. Okay. He thinks that she is at the point of making a judgment call, that perhaps in the past there's that King of Pentacles energy with that Taurus moon. Okay. And he thinks that up to this point, you may have let past information weigh heavier than this upcoming truth. And remember, here's our theme here, confidence in our magic. He thinks that you're getting ready to glow up or getting ready to come into your own personal truth. This is also a card of symbiosis and working together to level out this energy. We did have justice energy yesterday and the high priestess as well. So balance regarding 7 of Wands again. Okay. And this is kind of surprise here. He thinks that you're going to be, and I'm just using those pronouns for ease of the reading to separate the energies. This diver here was just going down for his daily dive and was surprised AF that there's actual things such as mermaids. So, or mermen in this case. It feels like this truth, he thinks this truth, or they think that this truth is going to be very surprising to you, perhaps that they busted out of some kind of mental, could even be physical prison. And then he thinks that you're going to have to make a choice here in the future. Again, a 180, water life versus the castle here and living on land. In this deck, this is the same character looking at her reflection, but from a 180, a completely different life, crossed by the King of Pentacles here. Okay. What about the wands? What do they think about the divine feminine passion-wise? Or what actions would they like to take? What actions? What 180 actions would this divine masculine energy like to take? Ooh, judgment call. That is happening. Okay. What's turned over? What might not have happened yet? What judgment call they're making? Again, it's all about focusing. Look at her intensity as she focuses on this magician's sword of truth. Lots of synchronicities here, guys. Magician's sword, cutting, severing, tying. That's what Mars does. Venus energy is sextiling. So again, helping balance that out. Opportunizing, synthesizing, staying connected and focused on this truth of the actions because, again, past life soulmate energy. Pluto. And there's that Nautilus energy again, past life connection. This is Archangel Gabriel sounding the horn, sounding the trumpet, throat chakra energy of resurrection for this lesson. Again, yes, signed up here with each other for whatever reason to help balance your own energies, especially through that ego sublimation. So actions they're taking is focusing. This is a fast energy Gemini. That could be that Uranus moon here, guys. Wow. Uranus moon later on tonight because the moon will conjunct surprise emotions, focusing on what lessons they can take away and what truths they can leave behind if that no longer suits them or serves them. Okay. These merkids are only taking one sword each. They're taking only the 3 and leaving the 4 that they don't need. Okay, that's the gift of this. Whatever they were in, okay, that's their takeaway. Another page of Pentacles. All right, let's look at the emotions. How does this divine masculine, I just heard shuffle, feel? And there's on the split that King of Wands again, 6 of Pentacles working as 2. All right. Feels like you are a more even and balanced energy. What are the divine masculine's emotions toward yin or feminine energy? 5 of change or emperor. Lots of 4s. Okay. What are the emotions of this emperor energy? Mars or divine masculine, however it works for you. Emotion wise, they are healing. They have chosen. In this deck, she puts herself there. So we're not quite sure if she's just chillaxing and waxing here or if she's there because of any kind of pain. This is someone putting themselves in a timeout, putting their emotions on a timeout. This new truth could be very, again, like disruptive. Yeah, again, double 6 of cups, guys, when I'm asking about their environment, 66. So regarding someone, energy from the past coming into the present to affect your future, okay, their emotions are healing right now as they learn to reconfigure these 6 swords different ways until it works into a workable sled. Okay, maybe they just need this one last sword of truth. There's one bit of information yet to be revealed before this 2 of cups energy can swim up and come into balance, water and earth. And there's the boat the boat energy. We had houseboat, Venus being on a houseboat energy, and then we have the gondoliers in a serenade here with Jupiter in Cancer. Okay, and that is a Cancer card, Two of Cups. And this approach, whoever's approaching you, might either give you an additional option as far as being spoiled for options, or emotional fragmentation because you don't know if you should hold back. Are you ignoring this? Or you just don't notice it yet? Yeah. You're just like, la la la, where they are while there's something dying in the background here. Could have to do with Black Moon, Lilith in Scorpio. Also Aries energy there with Mars. Let me try to get a little bit more. 66. Clarify feelings, divine masculine feelings. Okay. Again, we're getting it again. Something is cutting and severing in the past so that they can have this Ace of Pentacles, which we're coming to next. Confidence returning. Okay, they're feeling this is their transformation, on pause for transformation at the carelessness in this deck. This death energy, transformation energy, is because of an oil spill. And some animals were saved and some were not. Okay, and this is about the carelessness of a human. Could have been a Queen of Wands energy, someone who's very confident, very energetic, maybe a little witchy woo woo. Okay, very beautiful. They thought it was an Ace of Pentacles, or after this transformation or after this carelessness, their feelings are focused on forward movement. This Queen of Wands can be seen as someone kind of irresistible. Okay, and they think that is the treasure, or you're the treasure, and they've always known it. Okay, full moon again, High Priestess, Pisces energy. Could have happened at that full moon. There's our Hanged Man of today. So it's like their instincts were telling them that they knew this was kind of a stuck situation here. Yeah, stuck. So this can either be spiritual transformation or purposeful pause, like in this Four of Wands, because they felt trapped. Okay. And there's the Two of Wands again, needing to make a 3D decision about what to do next, where to go next to get victory. Could be having to walk away, or they recently walked away from 8 broken cups toward their 9 cups of wish fulfillment. Okay, hope that's making sense, guys. I haven't even asked my question, but I'm looking at this green and pink here, King of Cups, 3D. All right, we'll keep that in mind. Scorpio energy again. Okay. This is someone very diplomatic. They're trying to be diplomatic in this 3D decision amongst confusion. Okay. 9 of Swords again. They're on split. Who's this 3 of Cups in the 3D? What about the 3 of Cups? What is the 3D intentions of the Divine Masculine? Get you wrapped up here, guys. No? Okay. 3D intention, just won't quit there with that 7 of Cups. Don't know yet. They're trying to be diplomatic. They're trying to be fair. Something is imbalanced. Okay. But they're not getting away from this decision. Confusion or not, especially about a Queen of Pentacles energy here. And we had Queen of Cups coming in for Divine Feminine, crossed by Queen of Pentacles. Okay, could be the reason the healing has been on hold as well. Their confusion, but this is healing energies of a full moon, sending out healing vibrations through sound waves. Okay, there it is. That's the truth. Wow. Okay. And if this is, yeah, tempering lead into gold, and there's the crossroads again with this new truth in the 3D. This truth is coming in, guys, coming in hot. All right. Last little bit of advice from Spirit I want to get. Why do I want to grab this one in a long time? Third eye chakra there, the pineal perspective, very high priestess. Also, Queen of Cups, you tapping into your own intuition about this, because healed energy then attracts and elicits the healing of the yang. So that could be what's happened here. Your healing has elicited their own choice to heal emotions, and really look at that. Okay, Two of Cups could be coming here in Virgo time, guys, with that Ace of Pentacles too, when the feelings on the earth there. Advice moving forward for the collective regarding this reading, please and thank you. Feels definitely like a very turn of fate, turn of events. Finally, some good energy juju in the sky with that Mars sextiling Venus, and also Venus conjunct Fortuna. Okay. And again, Venus and Fortuna are at it's a carrier pigeon. That's a 7 of Wands, which came up several times, guys. All right, our advice is on the table. The palindrome 2332, internal explorer. Beautiful. And this has taken quite a while again, because those flowers unfold one petal at a time. We got the little emergency sound back there for confirmation. Okay, and that is crossed by, root chakra, ground and center. We have this beautiful, I did lots of yellows today. And this is the death moth here, like a moth to a flame burned by the fire. Can't resist. They had to come towards you. There's the 44 of shine your light. That's when the moon is going void, of course, when we have peacock opportunizing personal displays of excellence, opportunize becoming our own ideal, becoming what we idealize. Wow, there's the transformation. Gorgeous. Okay, so your transformation, you're looking at your own roots, your moth, okay, and the flame that's attracting, and there's that mermaid energy again there showing up in earth energies with the pentacles and the ram horns. Ancestors, 10 of wands, and excuse me, 10 of pentacles energy. All right, internal explorer. If this is where we part ways, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to pull the book here. This is the Izzy Ivy Beyond Lumeria Energy Oracle, and I love it. It's a beautiful, beautiful deck. And I feel like because of that transformation here, this is a card perhaps for divine masculine energy, or this emperor, or even just our own actions. Remember, we had the palindrome there for Mars. So let's look up this 32 of change here. Flow state. Accessing infinite information. We saw the infinity loop on that fire energy. Okay. Let's see. By going within, wisdom from the collective consciousness. Okay, that's the high priestess energy. Theta waves, channeling, breaking free from limiting intellect, creative boldness, being guided by the divine spark, and you already hold the key. Okay, beautiful energy there. When we stop looking outside ourselves and surrender to a soft inner focus, we have access to unlimited information and resources. When we stop thinking with the glass ceiling of our intellect, we have access to multidimensional wisdom from the collective consciousness. Have you ever felt in total flow? Perhaps when speaking about something profound that you have total faith in. You have heard your words. Have you heard your words articulately unfold? At other times, when you have doubt, you must watch your words as and they come out disjointed. So that Seven of Cups energy, only hinting at what you're trying to say. So I'm going to skip through to the divinatory meaning. You're invited to explore the state of flow, masculine energy, Mars, fire. This card is also a reminder that you're an infinitely amazing being who can access collective consciousness, especially when you surrender some control to the greater process and get out of your own way. Today is the path of surrender with that Hanged Man and Empress energy. You have the permission you felt you needed. So go within and explore. Wonderful gifts are waiting for you. In addition, this is on page 88, if that number resonates for anyone there. And with that, guys, I will bid you adieu. Somebody hit me in the parking lot, hit my car the day before I was turning it in to finally get a car that is up and running and working. So it's been crazy. But anyhow, I love you all. Love you, mean it. Much love from my heart to yours. And until next time, bye bye for now.